This legendary player called pocket aces with just Queen 10.
I don't really want to, but I kind of have to.
And then got another player to fold a set while holding nothing but ace high.
Really? You have a what?
I want to fold.
You don't have a fold?
No, I want to fold.
From the World Series of Poker main event to the European Poker Tour, can Daniel Negreanu read minds? Let's find out. Let's start with one of the most surreal moments in tournament poker. Daniel's up against Ryan McLean, a fellow Canadian, during the WSOP main event. McLean holds pocket aces. Daniel, just Queen 10 offsuit. The flop comes Queen 5-4. Daniel hits top pair but is miles behind. And yet he pauses, looks at McLean, then says it out loud. I think he's got aces. The table shifts, everyone hears it. But then Daniel calls the bet anyway. The turn bricks, the river doesn't help either, and the hand plays out. McLean shows the aces, and Negreanu just shrugs. He knew, he called it. Not some vague "you're strong" comment, he literally guessed the exact hand. And in the world of live poker, that isn't just good, that's terrifying. But it wasn't a one-off. Go back to the final table hand against Mike Sexton. Daniel calls preflop with Queen Deuce. Not exactly premium. The flop comes down 5-7-6. Daniel's got nothing. The turn brings a deuce. He pairs up, takes a stab, and gets called. On the river, another 5. Sexton bets, and Daniel pauses. You might have kings, he says. Then adds, you're crazy, you might have 2 kings. The table stiffens again. Sexton flips it over, pocket kings. Once again, Daniel's read the entire hand like he's holding cheat codes. Who does that? Most players would fold. Some would call in frustration. Daniel? He pays for confirmation. Because in his world, the cards are just half the equation. And if you think this is just a highlight reel of lucky guesses, think again. There's a reason Negreanu is considered one of the best hand readers in poker history. A psychological model says there are 4 stages of skill: not knowing, knowing you're bad, getting better with effort, and finally, mastery. That's where Negreanu lives. His gut reads move faster than logic. It's not luck, it's recognition built from thousands of hands. And when he names your exact cards, he's not guessing absolutes, he's reading ranges. But for showmanship and maybe a little psychological warfare, he says it out loud. You've got queens with a spade, and most of the time, he's dead on. In one particular wild hand against Alec Torelli, Daniel took that skill to another level. The board comes Queen 5 deuce, 2 clubs. Torelli flops out a set of 5s. Daniel has nothing but ace high and a backdoor flush draw. Still, he bets into 4 players. Torelli raises, everyone else folds, and Daniel calls. Just ace high, nothing more. The turn brings a club. Daniel now has a flush draw and a second pair. He leads out. Torelli just calls. On the river, an ace. 2 pair for Daniel. He jams all in. But here's the thing. He thinks he's value betting. Torelli tanks. The board is messy. It's the kind of line that doesn't make sense as a bluff. And Daniel? He starts talking, guessing. You've got ace queen of hearts, he says. That's what I put on you. And Torelli, holding a set, folds. That's right. He folded a set. Because Negreanu's line, voice, and confidence broke through. He didn't outplay Torelli with cards. He did it with control, with feel, with presence. Against Peter Antill, Daniel had pocket 9s on a board that seemed harmless. Antill held 4s and flopped a set. But Daniel didn't bite. He slowed down, checked, watched. Then, on the river, Antill made a small value bet. Daniel stared him down and said, pocket 6s or pocket 4s. Which one is it? That alone made Antill shift in his chair. He bet for value and still felt exposed. Daniel laid it down and saved a ton of chips by folding the second best hand in a spot where most pros would have called automatically. Not because of odds, not because of math, but because of how the hand felt. But perhaps the most underrated part of Daniel's reads isn't what he says, it's what he sees. It's that same blend of intuition and manipulation that made another hand famous. This time Daniel got a player to fold pocket kings by representing pocket aces. It starts innocently enough. Daniel flops top pair, top kicker. His opponent with kings leads out. Daniel thinks, talks, floats the idea of aces or kings being the only two hands that make sense. Then he bumps it. Just a bit, not a shove, not a big move. Just enough to make the guy think, wait, if he really has what he's saying. And the guy folds, face up, kings. And the table explodes. Because whether or not Daniel could beat them didn't matter. He got in the guy's head, made him doubt, made him back down. And that, more than any bluff, is what defines kid poker. What separates Daniel from most players isn't just that he reads cards. It's that he reads people. He knows the pros, knows when a glance is real or fake, knows when a pause is genuine or scripted. In one hand against Esfandiari, a single line of table talk gave Daniel enough to shift gears. That's what makes Negreanu so dangerous. He plays the man, not just the math. He knows when you're scared, when you're proud, when you're just trying to survive the hand. He picks up on patterns, how fast you bet, how long you tank, how your voice changes when you're unsure. And over time, those patterns become his data set. He doesn't need a solver, he has you. And sometimes the read is so clean, so ridiculous, it makes even seasoned pros shake their heads. Like the time he told Alex Torelli, you have ace-queen of hearts, don't you, mid-hand. And it's not always about the win. Sometimes the read saves him chips. Sometimes it earns him a call he might not have deserved. But always, always it shapes the game. Opponents play tighter, bluff less, second-guess their value bets. Because once Daniel gets in your head, the cards don't matter anymore. Whether it's detecting a reverse tell, sniffing out a bluff, or naming your hand while smiling across the felt, Daniel Negreanu plays poker in a way few ever will. With charm, with control, with an uncanny ability to see what others can't. So, can Daniel Negreanu read minds? Maybe not in the literal sense, but at the poker table, he sees more than cards. He sees you. Let us know your favorite Daniel moment in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more epic poker content like this.